Hello guys and welcome to Watching Time. Today we are going to be showcasing my latest addition to the collection. Again, obviously all of these watches are part of my collection, as maybe most of you know, and this is a brand that I actually started to have contact, and the first watch I got it in summer. It is Isotope. So in my, at least, radar of watches and brands, it is quite new. It was under my observation list for quite a long time. The brand is not that old, it's actually quite young. It was born in 2016 by Miranda and Jose, and both of them founded this new micro brand that has dedicated itself from the start to showcase watches that come with a unique personality. And maybe one of their most famous models are the GMTs, with a very nice way of showcasing the time. And as you will see on this latest model, this is not the diver that I showcased. I showcased the blink some time ago. This is the old Radium. The old Radium characteristics is that they decided to design a watch that contained and had the typical pilot watches inspiration, but reimagining how they would have probably designed a pilot watch if the Queen asked them to have a pilot watch during the World War, so, or for the military. So this is quite interesting way and funny perspective on, you know, the history. When we're talking about pilot watches, we're usually relating it to wars that happened in the past. We're usually relating it to military use, and I cannot say luckily, because we're living in a time that is quite weird between new military, let's say, initiatives, if we want to put it that way. But it was nice to remember a time in which watches or other items were related to the military in a sense that seemed like something of the past, something vintage, and not by case the name Old Radium, that reminds us of how the watches at the time were using radioactive radium, especially on the lume. That, well, then afterwards we knew it was a risk. Obviously at the time it was not. Many women suffer from cancer due to the exposure during the use of these radioactive luminescent substances. But it reminds us of a time in which the color of the lume was obviously that of a kind of bronze, dark yellowish color, and today it gives an aspect of the vintage. So here we have double, triple of that formula with this old Radium model, which is actually a limited edition. This is the tobacco limited edition. It was released recently, and as most limited editions that Isotope is doing, they are limited in 100. So we're talking about a very reduced production batch, and this is also the reason why we can still put Isotope as a micro brand. Production is limited. Even the models that are not limited edition, I am sure that Jose is not producing thousands of them, so they might not say it's 100, but surely we are around the 300, 400, probably not more. And this is a reality that also reduces the impact of cost for a brand that is not as known as others. But there are many nice things to actually know about them and to become enthusiasts. I cannot say that every brand is for everyone. It is not. If you are not passionate of watches and you start a collection, at some point you're probably mostly going to start with the classic models. At some point you're going to start moving forward into areas that you want to explore that are not the usual ones. So Isotope goes more into that area. Probably a newbie into watches will not buy an Isotope. Still, the prices and what they're offering, it's really, really appealing even for younger, let's say, fans of watches. So I say it's not for everyone also because of the models are quite peculiar. They are going to be presented themselves with a unique DNA. And from my more, let's say, uh, I wouldn't say experience, but at least someone that for a while has been collecting watches, for me that is a very appealing touch. But it's also something that builds on what can they bring in the future. You are betting on something that it's going to be defying the traditional rules of the watch world. It's not presenting itself as a fashion brand, and it's definitely going to start exploring new areas. Prices of isotopes are just the right price. They are the right price for the movement, and actually you're going to receive more value for the design and the type of watches that what you're going to be paying for. So you actually might be one of those brands that you are going to be gaining on your investment, in the sense of getting a piece that you are going to be enjoying. This is what watch collecting is about. It's not about buying a watch that you're going to be switching or selling a couple of months or years after. That is not what watch enthusiasts should be about. And this is unluckily what's happening with some bigger brands like Rolex. You are buying Rolex just as an investment. That's shouldn't be, and that's not watch enthusiasm. Watches are made to be used. Watches are made to be enjoyed. Watches are made to you to live with it, and probably, if you're lucky, to actually give it to someone else to continue its lives. So here, going back to Isotope, and I tend to go for the tangent, sorry guys, we have, first of all, a full bronze let's say the pronunciation, QSN8 bronze. You know, it's probably one of the better alloys if you want to have a bronze alloy that is going to be aging quite well and without the rapidity that you are going to be having on some lesser metal combinations. So it's perfectly nice. The color also presents itself in a kind of rose gold matte color, and I really like it how it looks when it's pristine, and I really enjoy also when it's getting older. To match the case and the bronze, Isotope has decided on this tobacco edition to have this very, very nice brown that is almost kind of a bronze color inside, combined with this dark olive green that looks kind of like a military khaki color. And you can see on the dial it's written automatic and limited. You have the typical military numbers that represent and might be related to military watches, obviously, but also to pilot watches. The case, it's inspired by classical pilot cases, and you have the cone-shaped crown that most pilot cases have. Interesting thing is that the logo of Isotope, it's also present in the crown, and I think that's a really nice touch. The logo is quite nice, and it also has the lacrima or tear that represents Isotope brand. On the back you will find the movement, which is a very nice Swiss-made Landeron 24 that beats quite nicely. For people that don't know Landeron, and I'm glad that they are using these movements because they are not seen as much as they should in the market. But at the end of the day, it's one of those Celita ETA base movements made from a Swiss brand that is starting to supply for persons that want to start having a Swiss-made movement. The watch also comes with 2 straps, not 1. Interesting to know that Jose, in this tobacco limited edition, decided to have two straps of the same color. So I have nothing against it, Jose. I really love both of them. This is an Italian leather, and this is a very peculiar Spanish built strap that I'm going to be telling you a little bit about. Both of them are excellent. I love both of them. The quick release on this Italian strap, the quality, it's really, really nice, and you can really feel it in your hand that it's a good quality strap. And you have also the bronze buckle with the Isotope logo. This one, and as I was saying, I have nothing about both of them. I love them, but it is strange to find that both of them are brown. Sometimes you kind of have two straps that are going to be of different colors, but I can totally understand that here we are on the theme of the tobacco. But maybe I will have, this is my personal opinion, guys, I would have kept this very nice Marine Nacional kind of style strap that this great Barcelona Spanish team is doing. Great quality, I really love it. First time I have one of their straps. And it's also a strap that will age together with the bronze, so this is a very, very nice touch. But probably I would have matched it with a dark olive leather strap also. So instead of brown, I would probably have matched the very nice green that you have inside of the dial. That's me, guys. I would probably have done it because I like switching straps and changing the personality of it. So that's probably the only advice I can give to Jose. Apart from that, I love what they have done. Obviously, you have the case back here that is not going to be, it's totally analergic compared to bronze. So you are not going to be having the bronze in contact with your skin, especially on sweaty days. Going back to the strap, this strap is fabulous. As you can see, with every crease that it's going to be created while you are using it in an every daily basis, you already start to see here how it is getting that vintage, savage kind of wear that you will get by just rubbing it and wearing it. This is a Marine Nacional, very nice. The tier also on the buckle made of bronze. I think they made an excellent choice. And as I was saying, the watch comes obviously with its warranty, but it also comes with the warranty of this strap, which is the demo straps in Barcelona. And it is right nice to have a certificate of authenticity on a strap with a watch, that it's a double collaboration. You're having both Isotope and a little piece of another industry coming right back at you. I'm sure the Italian leather that is giving this type of straps to Jose, it's also a very nice Italian factory. The quality, it's really, really nice. I really love the way it feels and the texture and the flexibility, but you don't have a certificate of authenticity here. So of course, this is kind of an extra pair. The other thing that I always love about the Isotopes, and this is my second one, as I was telling you, is the box. It comes obviously in a cardboard box, but you have this very nice, well think, Jose, this is a great idea. I have to congratulate you to actually have a case that I can actually use with the watch. I can actually take my watch around with this case. Guys, it is absolutely lovely. You can put your watch inside, close it, have it protected in its very nice leathery finish kind of feeling case, close it and travel with it. What a nice touch. This is a type of boxes that I love from watches. And it's just not a box that it's going to be sitting in, you know, a very damp and humid area of the house that nobody frequents, just because I don't have any space in any other area to put and stack all these boxes. So anyway, guys, what do you think of Isotope? What do you think of his all Radium limited edition? They have two other variants. I don't know how many watches they have left from the old Radium limited edition. You can always drop them a message and ask. But from the other models, you have the normal classical. I think one it's gray, the other one is green, and the other one it's red. the dial. So you have the classical that it's always available. Prices, as I was telling you, are right for the quality that you're going to be receiving and you are actually going to be gaining, and they are around the 1,000 pounds mark, more or less. So it depends on how much do you want to spend for a watch. The quality, it's really outstanding, and I like to have a military inspired watch with a touch from the Isotope brand that it's making it quite different to other more classical military style watches, pilot watches. Anyway guys, I really hope that you like this video. If you like, subscribe, and if you're still here after 50 minutes, congratulations, you have actually won something very special in my heart. So please bear all this in mind and see you very soon in my next video. Until then, please take care.